My name is Katherine Cornwell, and I've been a city planner for 15 years. 8 of those years I've spent as a city planner in Denver. I had the honor of being co-author of Blueprint Denver, our land use and transportation plan. I also wrote the West Colfax Plan, which some of you are probably familiar with. I am very interested in serving a community, working for a community where our common interest comes first. Our common welfare comes first. When I think about Federal Boulevard, I think back to the first person that I worked for at the City of Denver, who was Jennifer Moulton, our former planning director. And when we would talk about Federal, she would say to me, you know, this is a part of the city that needs triage. We keep putting Band-Aids on it, it needs triage. And I agree with her, and I mean, it's 10 years later and we have the same issues with Federal Boulevard. When I think about what I would do as a city planner or as a city council person, I was asked to think of 3 things I would do. And I really have to tell you, I would boil it down to 1. I would take out the cloverleaf. The cloverleaf is really killing this corridor. It's making a huge barrier between the neighborhoods that line Federal Boulevard. This is our outside of 16th Street Mall and Colfax Avenue. It's the 3rd highest transit corridor in the city. And we've created a situation, we've created a freeway, and that is socially unjust. It makes no sense from an environmental standpoint. And when I see a situation like Federal where despite every obstacle, people are still using the transit, we need to do a better job. We have to invest in this corridor in a big way. We cannot continue to keep putting Band-Aids on it. So as a city council person, I would commit to doing everything in my power to leverage my partners at the federal level, at the state level, at the regional level at DRCOG, and at the city level to invest in this corridor and to invest in it in a major way. This is not a bake sale that needs to happen for this corridor. This is major federal investment that needs to happen. And I will do everything in my power to pursue that. I have a website. It's www.cornwell4council.com. I would like it if you go take a look at that and check out some of the ideas that I have about growing the jobs in this community. We have to do more to create more jobs. We need to build healthier communities. I currently work as the Healthy Eating Active Living Program Manager for the City of Denver. And we're working on initiatives to bring grocery stores to underserved communities. We're working on innovative actions like creating a food lab, which would be a community center that is focused on food, that would include a commissary kitchen and technical assistance for food entrepreneurs. It would also include classroom space for nutrition education, and we would also include space for a greenhouse or food production on site. We just secured $40,000 to study the possibility of building one along the West Corridor line. So we're actively working on that now, and I would continue to push for that kind of an initiative moving forward. I clapped very enthusiastically when I heard Teresa Spahn talking about our food stamps process. We are leaving $37 million a year on the table in unclaimed benefits. That's enough to support 2 to 3 grocery stores annually. We need to get access to that money. It's 26 pages to fill out a food stamps a SNAP benefit application. 2 pages to get a gun, 26 pages to get food. That's just not right. So that would be, again, another one of my priorities. And finally, I have a very strong green building background. I am certified by the U.S. Green Building Council as a leadership in energy and environmental design accredited professional. I will bring that knowledge of green building and environmental responsibility to my work as a city council person. We're losing 3,000 jobs this week because of the suspension of the Excel solar energy rebate, and I'll seek to restore that rebate. There has been a compromise that came out today, but I think we need to do more to fulfill the spirit and intent of Amendment 37, and I'll pursue that as well as a city council member. So I have a lot of ideas. There's a lot I really want to do, and I'm chomping at the bit to have the opportunity to represent this district and to fulfill the vision that we set out with in Blueprint Denver and the West Colfax Plan and the good work that's being done by the Federal Boulevard Partnership. And I will commit to be a tireless champion for this neighborhood and for our community. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with you. My name is Katherine Cornwell, and I'm on the ballot for City Council in this district. Thank you. District 1.